Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to career mode. Finally, it's here. You guys have asked for it, and I was like, why the hell not? Let's get on with a FIFA 14 career mode. So, I'm really excited to do this. I can't wait to show you guys which team I decide to go for and how exciting it all gets because, yeah, this is going to be a really fun time to do things, and we're going to make some good signings, some fun signings, and hopefully this entire career mode be one that you enjoy. One that you guys want to come back to, but it is the team themselves, Southampton, that we're going to be going with. Now, of course, I did everything on Facebook. I asked you guys what you'd like to see. I asked everything pretty much, and it was all down to you guys, and it was quite convincing that Southampton was very much the favored one, and I decided to call my stadium the Dungeon, just because I felt that was appropriate. But yeah, so, of course, I appreciate everyone who voted on which team, I should go with the things, and, chances are I'll do more than just the Southampton career mode, so, I could go on and do some more later on in this year, but to start off, we're gonna go with Southampton, and I hope you guys can kind of appreciate that. I apologize if I didn't choose the team you guys had asked for, but, I hope you guys are still gonna enjoy this, still gonna watch this series, because it should be a lot of fun, and of course, we have the Champions Cup, where they always mess up the first round of, draws, so you should usually redraw it, and that way they kind of put the more appropriate, the more realistic teams into the Champions League. But we gotta make a quick name, and I think I go for Nerd was my name in the end. But I wanted to download the latest squads as well, just because it's always best. You guys should always do that. It's something that I kind of forgot to do several times throughout my time last year. I don't know, you just don't really think about it, but always download the latest squad updates. That way you got the latest teams, the latest players on whatever teams, things like that, and it makes the career mode a lot more fun. So I decided to go with the name fucking Nerd, and it actually let me have it, so I was like, hey, why not? Always gotta shape up, look nice in a suit, guys. Always go for the suit, and I like the navy suit, so I went with the navy suit. You always gotta look smart. You don't want to look like some dirty pikey cutting around in a trackie on the side of a pitch on his Sunday league game. You want to be looking fresh. This is Premier League football. You gotta look nice. Okay, so this is the team that we're working with. We got Lovren there. Lovren looks quality. Ilana there as well. Rodriguez, Lambert as well. We also got some Gaston Ramirez as well, quality player, and of course Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is a very sort of well-known player amongst the FIFA community, just because he's done some videos with some people. He was one who donated around £1,000 to my charity, or me and Toby's charity live stream. So I'm very happy to have him in the team. And I'm excited to see how well this, this all goes. But of course, we do have the transfer window, and we have to make sure we're picking up some good players. If you look at our transfer budget, it is only 8.5 million. So, we're not going to be going there and be picking up Ronaldo's, Falcao's, those sort of players. We've really got to kind of be smart about things, because not only we can't just spend 8.5 million on one player as well. We need to make signings around the team. So that means that chances are we're going to be paying around like 3 million for a good player, which is, not the best thing in the world. But hopefully if we do it right and we make some, key signings, we'll be able to bring in some good players. Some might have to leave, which would be a bit disappointing. But anyways, I won't even try and pronounce his name, but I know his first name is Adem. So we'll just go with that. He was a player that I actually saw in Ultimate Team first. He was for Roma. I believe he's a center forward originally in Ultimate Team, and his card just looked amazing. I was speaking to a few other people, air japes and things. I was like, is this card any good? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, he looks really good. He's a really good young player who plays for Roma. And I was like, let's go see what he looks like on career mode. And this is what he looks like on career mode. So I was pretty happy with that. I decided to see what the deal was with him. And then, of course, we have Benteke, the monster, the animal that he is, who plays for Aston Villa at the moment. So I went and decided to get a little browse of him, see what the deal was with him. Age 22, and we all know how good he is. Look at those stats there. A value of 9 million, 70,000 a week. That's a bit pricey, but, with a value of 9 million, there was going to be no real chance of me being able to pick him up. So I was a little bit disappointed with that, I'm not going to lie. A little bit upset that, Benteke was worth so much. But of course, we were still looking around for some other players, guys. And I do just want to say, just as a heads up for you guys, is that preseason I simulate. That's kind of been the standard sort of thing. But of course, once preseason is over, I then go in and actually play the game. So you guys will actually see gameplay and things like that. I know recently I've been simulating a whole load of games, but I just wanted you guys to know that because it's, gameplay is all part of the fun of career mode. And yeah, so, so far we've had some slightly unrealistic targets, not not so convinced, I should say, and I really need to kind of lower my expectations as well. But you know, by doing that, I went and looked at Adil Rami here, one of the great center backs in this game. Again, valued at 7 million. I think I end up going to inquire about him just to see how much Valencia would be able to sell him for, and they end up coming back with something like 20 million or something ridiculous like that, and I was just like, well, I'm kind of broke here, so I don't think I'm going to be able to spend that much money on a player. Now, for me, the centre-back position was kind of a little bit weak. We have Lovren. Lovren's okay, but his counterpart, I want to say, is Jose Fonte. I think that's who it is. Don't quote me on it. You got to remember, I'm brand new to the Southampton side. So I wanted to get someone to pair up with Lovren. Kurt Zouma looked like a quality player to go and, you know, kind of mess around with him. So I decided, let's take a little browse into him, see if it'd be possible for us to pick him up. And then we have Mangala. Now, Mangala was a player that I looked at last year as well. He was really, really good. He's a French centre-back. I believe he plays for Porto as well, and he just looks amazing. He's always got some fantastic stats on him, so he could be a really good young player. But again, these really good young players are always going to cost quite a bit. Now, you guys might be like, Cal, get stuck in with the scouts and things like that, and you know, I do that. I believe I asked one of my scouts to actually go ahead and scout Mangala before I ended up sending them out to their various destinations, which you guys will probably end up seeing next episode, where I send out my scouts and things. But at the moment, my scouts really aren't that good, so I may end up investing 1 or 2 million into a good scout. But I do have a couple going to be looking at some particular players, and then going to be having 1 or 2 that are just scouting areas, trying to give me some good players, some ones with potential, because we all know that I am a huge fan of young players developing into these these animal players. So that's always going to be good fun. But as you can see, I decided to put in a bid for Kurt Zouma. He was going to be a really important part of this entire process. I decided to put 6 million, I think I ended up putting, and Jose Fonte there in the offer, because let's be honest, if Kurt Zouma comes in, Jose Fonte, you probably will not be getting a game. So that's that, guys. I hope you did all enjoy this video, and if you did, of course, leave a like down below. I cannot wait to do some more episodes of this. You know, if this video hits 4,000 likes, guys, I'll do my best to get you up another episode as soon as possible. I am off to Eurogamer, so, you know, it might be a little later on tonight, but if you guys are up a little bit late, then you guys should be able to catch on to, hopefully, another episode, assuming this one gets 4,000 likes. Hope you all have a cracking day. I can't wait to show you more Southampton gameplay, and I apologize as well if my voice is a little bit croaky and a bit weird. I literally just woke up. Don't ask about my sleeping pattern. It's completely fucked. I'll see you guys in a bit. Have a good day. Bye-bye.